Wouldn't it be great if you could turn chores into a fun game, or help a friend learn new habits with simple rewards? This is what operant conditioning is all about. Stay tuned to see how it works in everyday life, and how you can use it too. Welcome back. Today we're talking about how behaviors change when consequences follow them. That's the big idea behind instrumental or operant conditioning. Unlike classical conditioning, where two things just happen together, operant conditioning focuses on what happens after you do something. Let's begin with reinforcement. Reinforcement increases a behavior. Positive reinforcement. This is when you add something pleasant, like a sticker for doing homework. Negative reinforcement. This is when you remove something unpleasant, like letting a friend skip a boring task because they did an extra chore well. Ever notice how good it feels when someone praises you? That's positive reinforcement in action. Or if you get to avoid a cold chore, that's negative reinforcement. Also pretty sweet. Now let's talk about punishment, which decreases a behavior. Positive punishment. This is when you add something unpleasant, like scolding when a rule is broken. Negative punishment. This is when you take away something nice, like losing screen time after misbehaving. Punishment can work, but it needs care. Sometimes using rewards works better. It depends on the situation. Shaping is a neat trick. You reward small steps that lead to a bigger goal. If you want to teach a pet a new trick, you give a treat for each tiny move in the right direction. Step by step, they learn the full trick. When a behavior stops getting rewards or attention, it can fade away. That's called extinction. If you used to get candy for good grades and then it stopped, you might not work as hard, unless you have other reasons. Now, how often do we give the reward? That's a schedule of reinforcement. There are two main types. Continuous reinforcement reward every single time the behavior happens. This teaches the behavior fast, but it also fades if you stop. Partial or intermittent reinforcement reward some of the time. This makes the behavior stick longer. Within partial, we have fun patterns like fixed ratio, reward after a set number of good actions. Variable ratio, reward after a random number of actions, like a slot machine. Fixed interval, reward comes after a certain amount of time. Variable interval, reward at random time intervals, like checking for a new message. These patterns affect how fast we learn and how much we keep doing the activity. Slot machines are addictive because they run on a variable ratio schedule. You never know when you'll win, so you keep trying. Let's see where operant conditioning pops up. Education teachers give gold stars or points for good work. Parenting, time out for bad behavior is negative punishment, and sticker charts are positive reinforcement. Workplace bonuses or incentives can motivate employees. We can guide behavior when we understand how consequences shape what people do. What's the best reward or consequence you've seen work well? Drop a comment and let us know. And there you have it. Operant conditioning in a nutshell. It's all about actions followed by consequences, which can raise or lower how often we do those actions. Next time, we'll check out the models of basic conditioning. A deeper look at how our brains decide what's worth learning and what isn't. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and share. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss more cool insights about how learning shapes our world. Thanks for watching.